Hi everyone, it's Robyn from mypinkstamper.com, and I have a Tuesday tutorial video for you guys. It's coming to you a little bit late, but I have been working on it today. So actually this video is going to be showing my thank you card for my April customers. So for those that have ordered from me anytime during the month of April, you're going to get this card in the mail. Now if you ordered during my special last week, I sent you guys a separate card and a package in the mail, but if you ordered before that or if you ordered after that, you're also going to get this card. So if you guys ordered during that special as well, you'll also get this card in the mail from me. So I'm excited to share it with you guys. I'm using the Apple of My Eye stamp set, and if you guys have taken that class from me, you'll have this stamp set in your collection. It is retiring at the end of May. And I'm also using one big meaning. This is not retiring, so don't worry. If you have this or if you haven't gotten it yet, you still have time to get it. So this one, we're using the thanks from there. I'm using the colors, Cherry Cobbler, Cucumber Crush, Archival Basic Black, and I'm using a lot of punches today. I'm using the 2-inch circle. These ones are not discontinued, any of these circles. The only circle that's discontinued, I believe, is the 2.5 inch, I believe. Okay, so we have 2-inch, 1 3/4, and we're using the 1/2 inch, and then we're using the word window punch, and this one is being discontinued. And these are while supplies last. So if you fall in love with the word window punch, I think it's still in stock. I'm not really sure, actually. I haven't checked this morning. And then also the Mosaic folder. This one is also retiring, so if you love this one, now's the time to get it, and I love it. It's a good addition to your collection. We're also using the Big Shot because we're going to be embossing. So let me set everything aside, and the first thing that I'm going to do, I think we'll go ahead and stamp. I didn't show you the colors. These are the colors that we're using, and we're also using the Red Glimmer Paper. It adds a nice, fun, bright touch. And so you'll be getting this card again in the mail, remember, if you guys order by the end of April. Okay, this is my April card. Okay, so we are going to first use our punch. We're going to start with the 1 3/4 punch. You can just simply open it up, and then we're going to punch this out. Okay, and I'm going to leave this right here, and I'll show you why in just a second. We are going to go ahead and stamp. This is the only time we're using the basic black. We're going to stamp a little thanks just right on here, and it's easier for the word window punch to stamp first and then to punch after. So the word window punch is right here. And we'll go ahead and punch this out and set it aside. And we don't need that white paper anymore. We'll set this aside. Okay, now we're going to be using the Cherry Cobbler and the Cucumber Crush, and we're going to use the cherry stem, or stems, right here. You guys see that? And then we can set this aside. We're done using this one. It's good to close your stamp pads as you go, because sometimes you might accidentally stamp in the wrong color. I've done that many times. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and still stamp our red cherries on here, and you won't be able to see them, but I'll show you why in just a minute. We're going to go ahead and stamp them anyway. Okay, so now set these aside, and we'll take our 2-inch punch and go ahead and punch out on our Cucumber Crush cardstock. That's all I need that for. And we'll set that aside. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take our Cherry Cobbler cardstock. And this is cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. And I'm just going to pull my Big Shot right out. I'm going to change the view, the angle of my camera so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm going to do tab 1 right here. Okay, and we will stick this in our Mosaic embossing folder. It's just a flat piece of cardstock, and this is where you get the magic, the embossing magic. Did it move? Okay, make sure it doesn't move. We want it to be straight. All right, Just close it. Put one of the sandwich plates down, one on top, and then you just simply roll it like this. And then we can set all of this aside. Done with it. And now I'm gonna change my angle again for you guys. Okay, now we can put our card together. First thing we're going to do is take our Cucumber Crush cardstock, and it's 5.5 by 8.5. And fold this in half right here. What are my chickens doing out there? I have the view to my chicken coop in my craft room, and they're kind of being silly chickens right now. All right, we're going to take our basic black, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I am just going to use my snail adhesive on this and add it like that. And then I'm going to take my snail, and I'm doing it on all 4 sides. Anytime you use an embossed piece of paper that you've ran through the Sizzix or the Sizzix Big Shot, you want to go ahead and put the adhesive on all 4 sides. Make sure it has a nice flat finish. Okay, now we are going to go ahead. Oh, we're not using the ribbon. I lied. That was for a different card I had out. We're not using the white stitch ribbon, but it is discontinuing. So now is the time to get it if you want it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that on that. And now we're going to use our dimensionals right here. Where are my dimensionals? And I'm going to use 3 for this size of a circle. And then using my scissors, I'm going to just cut them in half. And I'm going to use 1 whole one or 2 halves on the back of this little things. And take off your backs for your dimensionals. Oops. And I'm going to put this right here, kind of in the middle, but up at the top. And then this one right here, I'm going to put right here just on the bottom, a little thanks. And then we're not done. We're going to go ahead and take our red glimmer paper and our 1/2 inch punch, and I'm going to punch it out of the red glimmer. Woo. And I'm going to use 2 more dimensionals. 1 and 2, they fit perfectly on the backs of these 1/2 inch circles. Take this off like so. And then I'm going to use the red as a guide, and I'm going to put them right on top of there. And if you go like this, you can kind of see the red on the bottom, which is nice. So there is my thank you card and my quick, simple tutorial for you guys on Tuesday. And I hope you have a fabulous day. We'll see you soon. Bye.